Hello my friends, I'm out running and of course I'm going to test the newest firmware to the Action 5 Pro that added boost lens, which gives you a lot more wider field of view, and they also upgraded SuperNight Mode and adding 60 frames. Hopefully we can find a place where we can test it. So what do you think? This is the widest field of view with boost lens. Does it look annoying or does it look good? This is my way of testing cameras. I think this is the right way to do it. Out doing activities, that's what an action camera is meant for. I'm sweating, I'm gonna run around 10k hopefully. That's my goal today, maybe a little bit more. But I need to find a place in the woods where we can test SuperNight Mode. It's not ideal conditions for that, but maybe we can see a change in it. The problem with SuperNight Mode was actually you have a little bit of a plastic look. Looks kind of strange and too much sharpening. People didn't like that, so we will see if they improve that, especially when you're vlogging and talking to the camera. Because a lot of people are using these cameras for all-time use, all kinds of conditions. But I'm super happy with the Action 5 Pro. I'm a little bit of DJI fanboy, I can admit that, of course. I always liked their products, good and high quality. And I think it's fun to see that DJI continues to give us upgrades to their cameras. They need to do that, of course. People was a little bit disappointed when this was launched because we have Pro in the name. But I do think with 10-bit 4K resolutions, it's a kind of a pro camera. And as long as the image quality is good and you can adjust it as you want, that's a pro camera if you ask me. And if you can use one camera for almost everything, isn't that perfect? So we're gonna run a little bit more and test the different settings in boost lens mode. I do think that boost lens is adding even wider field of view, and hopefully they are adjusting the distortion a little bit too. I don't know. Of course, would be perfect to test this on a bike, high speed. Maybe we can mount it on a car and see if we get a good look. So let's run. It's a beautiful day today. 10 degrees out in the woods, just perfect. And the silence is so nice when you're out, and the colors is just fantastic. So you have 10-bit D-Log also in boost lens. That's fantastic. But we're gonna run a little bit and find a place where we can test SuperNight. It must be some dark place here where we can test it. So let's keep going and have some fun. What kind of look do you like? This is wide, like I said, with boost lens. I think the point with that new setting is actually to get, of course, a wider field of view, so it's a little bit easier to get involved in the activity you're doing. But of course there's gonna be some distortion. But let's switch to ultra wide and see how it is when vlogging. And this is ultra wide boost lens. It's extremely, you see a lot of bendings, or I'm holding the camera around 40 centimeters from my face. I think this just is fantastic. Like I said, DJI continues to give us updates to improve it, so it can take up the fight with the other brands, especially Insta360 Ace Pro 2. Let's test the normal mode and see. So now we got the normal ultra wide without the boost lens. Can you see a massive difference? I need to look up the boost lens and what it actually means, but it should be wider than this, and I'm holding the camera exactly the same distance from my face. DJI has done a great job with the Action 5 Pro to don't have too much warping in image, because it can be quite annoying to see. And this is not meant for vlogging, I think. That's my opinion, just so it's easier to involve the viewers in what you see. And here it's a lot of trees and a lot of things in the way, so you don't get that feeling, of course. But yeah, I think it's good. Let's test normal wide without boost lens. And here you have the wide, which I usually use. Actually looks kind of good, that and standard warp. Hopefully we can find a place to test the new SuperNight 60 frames. It's the middle of the day now, so it's not dark. It's gonna be a good run today, around 10k, maybe a little bit more. Just have to see. Okay, my friends, I finally found a spot where I can test the SuperNight Mode on the Action 5 Pro. This is just a quick test. It isn't the time to test it, but it's pretty dark and dull here, and hopefully you can see a big improvement since the last update. This is 60 frames wide with boost lens, and I'm standing in the middle of a bunch of trees, but hopefully this looks way better than it used to be. The problem with SuperNight Mode was the sharpening and the plasticky cartoonish look you get, especially on your face, of course. It looks pretty strange, but how does this look? And how is the stabilization? I do think it's fantastic that DJI and Insta360 are giving us something like this on their camera, so you can actually use it in low light. That's pretty fantastic. But I also do think that you can, with a little tweaking in flat color profile, especially on DJI, use it also in low light. People want to use their camera in bad lighting condition, and it's fantastic that DJI has done this. But what do you think? Does it look good, or does it just look strange? So I have under a kilometers left on my run. It was a good day today, absolutely fantastic. Yeah, only 1 kilometer left. It was a really good run today. My legs feel fantastic and yeah, just fine. I'm in the wide now in Lens Boost mode. So tell me what you think about this added thing to the camera. And I do really like that you just can turn it on and off in camera. You don't need to attach a lens and all of that. And hopefully DJI made it look good. I've been holding the camera the same distance from my face all the time, and I just want to see how good the image is. So if you enjoyed this, give me a thumb up and subscribe. And this is the way I test cameras. I know there's a lot of great YouTubers having much better polished video than me, but I'm using them for this activities, sport, vlogging, just straight out of camera, doing some tweaking and adjusting, that's it. Because this is what 95% of people will get from the camera without doing too much tweaking. So yeah, fun to test this new firmware. I'm exhausted, was good pace. So what do you think? Just fantastic to see what DJI has done to the camera so far. Hopefully more updates will come. Still need some tweaking, of course. There's still things I want to turn on and off, like HDR. And I'm sure they're gonna do something. We've been filming in D-Log the whole time today with EV set to -0.3, D-Log 60 frame. That's it. ISO was set to maximum 800. I think that's fine. So we're just going to see how the footage is today. So I'm going to run the last kilometers. So why not subscribe and do all that. And much more videos will come. And if there's anything special you want to see, please let me know. I'm going to find the time to do it. And as always, I see you on the next one. Bye.